This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. Got the back over the middle. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hall. Makes it past the marker. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The Aggies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Marcel Reed. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Looking for a man, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run inside. It's Owens. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Reed right down the middle. He makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. Trainers out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Going to the run, it's Owens. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Aggies will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Reed to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback keeper. Spins away from the defense. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Trying to power it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff, Caden Durham. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Back to pass. It's Levitt. Pulls it in. It's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picks up the first down. Might have a chance. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU! The extra point here would tie the game. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. Takes it all the way inside the 30, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
Man, that dude has some jets. They run the replay, forget handing the football off. He takes off, and he is a running back in open field, chewing up yards. Nice big play by that young man.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Reed, caught in the backfield. It's Owens. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Makes the catch. It's Owens. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside. It's Owens. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeps it himself. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for space. It's Berry. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Here's a give to Durham. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Glevin. Bringing the heat. He's got the back in the middle. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot.
He's got it inside the 15. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this offense is on fire, man. Back-to-back plays, completely going across the field. Now set up in a goal-to-go situation. Now the field shrinks a little bit. Interesting to see if they can punch it in, be more physical. I know they made the big explosive plays to get here. Now they got to do the ground and pound dirty work.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for the offense. Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Levin. Makes the grab. Snags it, and there's running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff, Caden Durham.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The offense changing the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Reed. Slings it downfield. Rolls it in. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Makes a grab and room to run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day. This one from 23. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
On the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. They're dealing with a second and long. Using his legs, it's Owens. Could be an alley. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Reed makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Hunt is in the air on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Caden Durham again. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Levitt. Pressure coming, and he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
With the catch, it's Green. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Durham. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a gap. It's Hall. Got enough for the first. Hall down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
They're going to ride this running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I mean, they didn't reinvent football in this drive. That was really impressive watching him just go down the field methodically, running the football a bunch and finally punching it in. David, we saw the turnovers throwing the ball in the first half. They decided just to come out here in the second half now and just get back to the basics, and it really paid off for them.
I'm about to say, it's more of a necessity, right? Like this offense wasn't really good through the air. What do they do best? Pound the football. And it's not like we're not getting movement up front. This offensive line is doing a good job. And if they want to get back in this football game, you got to like the start right here in the second half. Like early in the second half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trailing.
Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Owens. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Here's Reed to throw. Makes a catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Owens. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Under fire. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Hall. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Wide receiver going in motion. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. lead on the play action. Punts it out of the air. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Wants to throw. It's Levin. They're working that left side. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off.
Got a little grass. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's Durham one more time. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
It's 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Levin. Rushes on him. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Running inside. It's Owens. Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Reed throws to the back. Got a man. It's Owens. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Pulls it in with one hand. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets rid of it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. The run inside. It's Owens. Finding some room. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Escapes trouble. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the